Hi, I'm Simon Woods and welcome to StreetViews. Today we are asking you your views on Enda Kenny, who's now retiring as Taoiseach. Has he been good? Has he been bad? Indifferent? Let's find out. We're asking today about Enda Kenny, and do you think he's been a good leader of our country?
I would say he was a fair enough, yeah. I would think he was fair enough. Not the best we ever had, but certainly good, yeah. The only thing I would say about the two lads trying to follow him in, I don't know why they're in a hurry about it, because they'll only be there for about 6 months until Fianna Fáil pull the old plug, I'd say.
Do you think the two lads, you mentioned two lads coming into looking for the leadership position?
Yes, yeah. I think they won't be there too long, no matter which of them gets it.
Do you think, there's been rumours of a general election, do you think that might happen?
I think it probably will, yeah. Depending on when we're ready.
Can you tell us anything, I go to yourself, can you tell us anything that Enda Kenny has done good for the country?
Well, I think he has represented us well, you know, different visits he took to other countries, and as my husband said, a fair man, and is up to listening to what the people have to say. Unfortunately, he didn't follow on as we would have hoped to.
Things like the bank bailouts and the water charges, do you think he did right there?
The water charges, I don't think they should have ever come about. So.
The bailouts, I would say that was a big, well, maybe it wasn't quite his fault. I think it was there before him.
Inherited, yeah.
Inherited, correct. I think the bailouts were complete, like looking at the result there yesterday of the court case in Dublin, I would think they were a complete farce, the bailouts. The water charges, funny enough, I think you have to pay for little things, and whether it's on tax or a charge, either way you're going to pay for it. Yeah.
One way or another. Yeah. Today we're asking about Enda Kenny. He's just retired as the Irish Taoiseach. What do you think of his time as leader of our country? Has it been good or bad?
Geez, I wouldn't be the most clued in on the subject anyway, but the country still seems to be ticking over.
And yourself?
I know little to nothing about politics really, so I can't really give a solid answer on this.
Okay, very much. Thanks guys, thanks very much. Okay, so today we're asking about Enda Kenny. Do you think he has been a good leader for our country?
I think he's brought us back from the state the country was in. It was gone so low. But I think there's a long way to go again. But everybody's entitled to their retirement, so I think he's ready to go really.
Will you miss Enda Kenny when he's gone?
The smiley face maybe, yes, but other than that, no, not really. No.
So today we're talking about Enda Kenny. He's retiring as Taoiseach. In your own opinion, do you think he's been a good Taoiseach or a bad Taoiseach?
I wouldn't think that much of him at all. I think he came into a mess and he's been straddling water since. He's committed to nothing as such. Everything, he's just literally been straddling water, and according as some disaster comes up, another disaster is thrown into the media to divert all our attention, and the next disaster comes. And I think he's very good politically at creating huge things like the HSE, focus all our attention, and the real what should be dealt with isn't being dealt with or hasn't been dealt with.
That's a very good point. The two guys running for his position, Leo Varadkar and Simon Coveney, which do you think would be better for the job?
I wouldn't be committed to either at the moment. I wouldn't know. They really neither of them have a great. I don't mean a great track record. They're both good politicians, but are they the people we need? Do we need professional help at this stage? Personally, I think we need professional help. I think if you look at the HSE, I work in a pharmacy myself, I think if you actually see the poverty, the way people are really living, you're hearing about housing, you have people dying in corridors and hospitals, you have all kinds of things, and I really do think we need professional help.
Very good point, yeah. Do you think they're really in touch with the people on the ground, grassroots level?
No, they're living in the clouds. They haven't a clue. I see the cold bare face of it. I see mothers getting prescriptions for their children. I see people doing without their blood pressure medication. I suppose I can't really talk for the pharmacy. I'm just saying overall I see terrible hardships among my own age group, and I think there's terrible pressure on young people now as well. They're getting fantastic educations. There's been huge amounts of money poured into them. There's great Susie grant system, and what are you leaving them with? They're out into dysfunctional, HSE, the Limerick County Council, City Councils. They're all doing the best employees, but there's nothing organised in this country anymore. We need professional help.
Would you be sad to see him go?
Well, you know, he was a character. He liked the ladies, and you know, I mean, I did enjoy. He did bring a little smile to my face when I saw him coming on the telly. But you know, he's a gentleman, and we don't need a gentleman. Yeah.
We need a doer.
Yeah, we need a doer. We need somebody, you know, we need somebody who is professional, someone who is willing to listen to somebody, and we have to get away. We're 100 years nearly free state now. Look what we've done. Are we not mortified? We do need help. We don't have a history of being able to run our own country. We have never had the experience, and I do think now we need help.
Is that right?